Welcome, everybody, to the Freedom Collective's 7-figure blueprint to launching an online business in 2024. I want to first just celebrate you for being here and willing to show up for yourself, because let's be real, there are a lot of people that want a change. They want something different, but they are not willing to actually show up, go after it, and get it. And you're here because you want to change and you're here to make that change. So again, just thank you for being here. Let's be super present for this next hour that we are going to be teaching you exactly what it is we do and how you can get involved as well. So with that being said, I just want to cover what our intentions with you are here today. We will first show you how this business is unlike anything else in the online space. We offer you real financial solutions, a return on your investment, and leveraged income opportunities. We teach you how you can start and duplicate this same exact process with us as your mentors and utilizing our proven sales and marketing systems. We will share with you the products that we're partnered with, as well as our patented compensation plan that will allow you to make 5-figure months while promoting health plus sustainability. So with that being said, you might be like, all right, awesome. Who are you? So hello again. My name is Kristen, and I used to be just really burnt out. I was in human resources management. I was working at a bank, and it was very cookie cutter. It was great. I had a really good trajectory of where I was going in my career, but I really found myself constantly searching for different ways to do this whole career thing and just different ways to be able to travel on a whim or just work from home and be present in my family's lives. And I just knew under it all that I was meant for so much more than being cooped up at a 9-to-5 job for 40 plus years of my life. So fast forward, going on over 5 years now, I have done over 1 million in high ticket sales online. I have traveled across America in an RV with my husband and our dog for 1.5 years. And then we welcomed our baby into the world, and we're growing our family, and we get to work alongside each other every single moment of every day while we present parent and still travel all the time with our family too. And I think one of the coolest parts is that I get to help other burnt out 9-to-5ers do the exact same. So I want to ask you, what brought you to this video today? Why are you here? There's probably a multitude of different reasons. One might be that this is not actually your first webinar. You might have been on different videos before. And even if you've explored other things before, by the end of this call, you are going to understand exactly why this business is so different from what you might have seen before and why people are having the type of success and results that they're actually seeing with our business. And it might be that you have tried building an online business before and maybe just haven't seen the success or the results that you really want to be seeing. And we all know that any online business, you need a product, you need a service to back you, you need sales funnels, you need support. There are different things that go into building a business. And let's just be real that can take years to develop. So by joining our business, we have done that work for you. That is already taken care of for you. We have a proven system. We have pre-built funnels along with a medical grade products and very duplicatable systems that take care of all of the tech side for you. And you might have just believed the lies that big corporations are here to make us believe, that the only way to make a living is by working a 9-to-5 and that you need a lot of venture capital or a college degree to be successful. And above it all, you want time freedom, you want location freedom, and you want financial freedom. You're here because you envision a different future for yourself. And we have to take different actions to get different results. So what got you here to this very moment is not going to take you to that next level, that next income source, that next life that you envision for yourself. And that's why you're here today, right? So we're going to dive into the nitty gritty of what our product is and how we actually make our money. In a nutshell, it's affiliate marketing. What are the benefits of affiliate marketing? There are no reasons for you to do any market research. We've done that for you. It's all vetted. There's no product development. There's no stocking up of inventory. You are not chained to your desk, and there's absolutely no cold calling. So with that being said, I'm going to shift gears over to Christy, and she can dive into the products that we are partnered with.
Hey, everybody. Thank you, Kristen. So, a little bit about me before I dive into the amazing product that we are partnered with. So, there is a little picture of my family on the left. I am a mom of a teen and a 20-year-old, and I was a prior 24-year corporate 9 to 5er. And honestly, I was happy with that path. I enjoyed my corporate job. I was a high level of management, and I truly thought I was going to retire from the 9 to 5 at 65, 70, whatever that looked like. And I was okay with that. Then my company started laying people off. And as many of you might have also experienced, there were so many changes taking place post pandemic in the workplace. And that safe, stable job I once knew, I didn't really see that anymore. And I was about to turn 40, and I was honestly lacking a passion and purpose beyond what is really important to me, of course, my family and faith. So here I am, 3 years later, and I'm officially retired from the 9 to 5. I am a multi six-figure online business owner. Fun fact, I did over $50,000 in sales in my first 60 days. And I have really gotten to experience more memories, more experiences and time with my family. And my next goal is to retire my hubby. And I'm on a mission, like many of the other people in our business, to help as many families as possible create true health and wealth in their life. So, with that being said, I am super excited to dive into the actual product that we are affiliated with. And before I do that, I want you to think about this. When you're starting a business, it is so important that you identify an opportunity that's currently in the market that you can actually help people with. Because the saying goes, whoever solves the biggest problem gets the biggest paychecks. And that is what we're going to dive into today. So, the first thing I want to ask you is, how much water do you drink in a day? And have you actually ever thought about what is in your water? And do you drink bottled water, tap water, or some type of filtered fridge water? And is water actually good for your health? So you might be like, how does water tie into all of this? Well, that's what we're going to cover today. So we talked about in a business, you have to be able to solve a problem. The one thing I love about what we do is we truly make an impact in people's lives. And so I want to take you to what most people don't necessarily think about on any given day, which is how much are our bodies made up of from a water perspective. And so here you can see our bodies are actually over 70% water. And so doesn't it make the most sense to consume the best quality water possible? So let's get into why this is such an opportunity for us. So number one, right now there are more than 24,000 cancerous chemicals found in the leading bottled water brands worldwide. This is crazy. So many of us think that when we're opening and popping that bottle of water open and chugging it, that we're actually drinking safe, potentially healthier water than we're consuming with tap water. And the truth is that is just not the case. Over 76 or over 64% of all bottled water is actually just tap water. And more than 1/3 of major water brands violate the industry standards for water quality and safety, which I just find crazy. Like, I did not know any of this before I started my business. And what's interesting with this is bottled water is actually one of the most deregulated industries that exists, but it's over a $300 billion industry, which is mind baffling. And remember this, bottled water companies aren't producing water, they're producing the plastic and then marketing that as a different type of form of bottled water. And obviously, single use plastic water bottles just continue to destroy our planet. So, with that being said, let's talk a little bit about what we're currently seeing in studies and what we're finding when it comes to bottled water. So, first of all, 93% of bottled water contains microplastics. This is really scary. So, if you think about what you're ingesting and what your families are digesting or ingesting, there's so many toxic chemicals and neurotoxin, carcinogens, and so many different things that are actually in our water. And there are a lot of studies that have recently come out that the amount of plastics, nanoplastics, and microplastics that we're actually consuming are equivalent to one full credit card per one bottle of water. And so, how many times have you, maybe in a picture or on the news, or even just driving by a 7-Eleven or grocery store, seen pallets of bottled water sitting outside baking in the hot sun, right? And so these are our bottled water is typically bottled years before it ever gets to us and we consume it. So it's actually coming out where there's a lot of recalls happening on bottled water and so many studies about the microplastics, which is really scary stuff. In addition to that, fun fact or not so fun, is if you take a look at the EWG tap water database, I'd love for everybody to go ahead and just write that down and after the call check this. But if you go to www.ewg.org/tapwater and enter your zip code, that's where you'll actually see what contaminants are found in your home, in your tap water. And so this is just a little example of what you'll see from one of our locations here, that there are over 31 contaminants in our tap water. And in this particular location, 17 of those exceed safety or legal guidelines. So there are things like arsenic, lead, mercury, chloroform that we're actually consuming in small micro doses. That's scary stuff. So when we think about the quality of our water, it matters. Bottle or tap, not looking so good for us. So this is an example of a pipe that is where our water is traveling from to our homes. And when you think of the amount of chemicals, drugs, odor, sediment, and I have a few examples listed here. Lye, for example, that is the #1 ingredient in rat poisoning. You guys, this is the stuff that's in our water that nobody really tells us about. And if you're not looking for it, you don't even know it because you turn the faucet on, it looks clear, so you assume it's safe. And this is going to tell you otherwise. These are the things that we're showering, bathing, washing our hands, doing our laundry, filling up baby bottles, giving to our pets, brushing our teeth, cleaning our house. This is toxic and it's full of chemicals. So, the other piece to that is obviously our health matters. We only get one body, but we also only get one planet. And approximately 200 million metric tons of plastics are currently in our oceans. 3 times the size of Texas. So I know that we've seen some pictures probably at some point before of the landfills and the plastics that are in our oceans, but it is seriously causing a lot of harm to our planet. So, what is the solution? Well, I'm glad you asked. So, this is actually part of what we're really excited to share and what we partner with. But there has been a breakthrough in water technology. And actually, starting in the 1970s, Japanese scientists discovered a revolutionary way to mimic naturally occurring miracle waters. So, for some of you guys may have never heard of this before, but there are things called blue zones. And there's currently only 5 blue zones in the entire world. Japan is one of them. And blue zones are where you will find the highest number of centenarians, which is basically people who are living to the average of 100 years of age or older. And why are they living such like healthier, better lives? Well, there's a lot of different factors that go in, obviously, from diet to stress to environmental factors. But there was one commonality that scientists found, and that was the type of water that these people in these locations were consuming. And they found that it was filled with hydrogen. So let's talk a little bit about Enagic, the company that we're partnered with. So this is the leading manufacturer in medical grade water ionizer since 1974. So we are over a 50-year-old company based in Osaka, Japan. We are the only medical grade water ionizer in the world using OEM parts. And we actually have many ISO certifications that basically are quality control tested. And so you won't find anything like it. I think what's actually very cool about this too is if you think about how long we've been around, when you're looking for a business to start, not only do you want to solve a problem that will never go away. One, we're all going to need to drink water for the rest of our lives. It's actually the only thing that we cannot survive without. That's hugely important. It's never going to not be important. But also, in addition to that, you want a company that is going to stand the test of time. This company is older than Apple. And so many of us look at Apple these days and we're like, man, that's such an incredible company. Well, guess what? We are older and more stable than Apple. And we are just 10 years younger than Nike. So we have been around a while and we're not going anywhere. So in addition to the 50-year-old piece, I mentioned OEM parts. Why does that matter? Well, it's because that means it's an original equipment manufacturer. I want you guys to think back to COVID and when you might have, we ran out of supplies all over, right? People were running out of parts for things, back orders and backlogs. Why? Because most companies have middlemen, distributors that they're using to get parts and equipment from to be able to service and sell whatever they are making. We did not miss a beat during COVID. We do everything in house with the highest quality controls. We're registered as a medical grade equipment in Japan. We're in over 300 Japanese hospitals, 32,000 restaurants. And one of the things I get most excited about is this: we're in 1 in 500 homes in the USA. Why do I get excited about that? Because that tells me that this is not saturated. We have been around and we have a great long-standing reputation and brand, but this is not something that everybody has heard of. And it is something that is going to continue to rise in popularity. And honestly, pretty soon we will be the next household appliance. Just like a microwave or refrigerator, you are going to see Kangen water ionizers in every home because it is truly that important. And right now, over 1 million Kangen water machines are in the world, and people are using and drinking this healthy water. So let's take a deeper dive at the Kangen 8, or otherwise we refer to it as the K8. So Kangen refers or means return to origin in Japanese. There are certain water properties that are so amazing that make this machine so special. So one is antioxidation, alkalinity, it's restructured, it's rich in active molecular hydrogen, and it has a negative ORP. I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into what each of these means and why this matters, but ultimately, it is a medical grade water ionizer that creates active, alkalized, hydrogen rich drinking water. And after I showed you what's in our tap and our bottled water, I'm sure you're really concerned and now you're thinking, what's the solution? Well, here it is. So, the first thing I want to highlight is the antioxidation. So, I want you to think of everything you put in your body, eating or drinking wise, is either oxidizing or antioxidizing. And this is similar to where if you were to cut an apple open and it starts to brown pretty quickly, right? That's oxidation. So it's basically your body's ability to fight the aging process. And so one of the things that I love about Kangen water is it has the highest antioxidant content compared to any liquid on the planet. Just about every single liquid that you drink, including tap water or bottled water, not only is it acidic, but it is also oxidating. This is the opposite of that. Antioxidants benefit the body by neutralizing and removing free radicals from the bloodstream. And 1 glass of Kangen water is equivalent to 2 pounds in blueberries and antioxidants. I don't know about you. I'll take all that antioxidant. All right. Second is alkalinity. So this is a quick sample of the pH scale. So again, most of what we eat and drink fall on the left-hand side, where it is more acidic in nature, including your bottled water. Most bottled water is acidic. And disease thrives in an acidic environment. So being able to adjust and have this machine produce 9.5 pH alkalized drinking water, this truly helps balance the body's pH, which also tends to be acidic in nature because of all the foods that we eat, the stress, and obviously all of the toxins. And remember, disease cannot thrive in an alkaline environment. So this is why, from a health perspective, it's critical. Now, what I get really excited about, all of this is exciting. This is my favorite. So, what happens is when this water, our tap water, is being transformed through this water ionizer, it is going through an electrolysis process through 8 titanium plates. And through that process, H2O, it is breaking off the H2 to create active molecular hydrogen. H2 is therapeutic and has been shown to help with over 170 diseases from Parkinson's to Alzheimer's and Crohn's. And the molecular hydrogen is an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, anti-aging, anti-diabetic, and anti-tumor. So this is truly powerful. So when you're going to like maybe research what we are about, if you look up electrolyzed reduced water or hydrogen water, that is truly where you'll find thousands of scientific studies about the benefits of hydrogen, active hydrogen in our water when we drink it. All right. So let's talk a little bit also about, in addition to the drinking water, there's a few other different pH levels the machine produces, which is also very exciting. So obviously we have our drinking water, but you also have 6.0 beauty water, which is used as a facial toner and astringent, great for your hair and skin. And it also produces 11.5 pH water, which is basically an oil emulsifier and strips oil-based pesticides from your produce. You guys, just because it says organic doesn't mean that it's not got some type of pesticides on it. There are so many things that we're consuming that tap water simply just does not clean. You will be shocked when you start to see the type of oil based pesticides that you're going to be able to remove that you were initially consuming. And last is the 2.5 pH strong acidic water. This is a used as a disinfectant, so you can use it as hand sanitizer. You can clean your entire house with it. This machine truly is non-toxic living in its finest. And this machine replaces so many things with the different pH levels it does, from again your bottled water and drinking to your laundry detergent, cleaning your produce, makeup remover, toner, conditioner, disinfectant, mouthwash, hand sanitizer, and more. So this machine will provide an average family of four a savings of a minimum of $2,000 a year. So over time, it's going to be such a great blessing for your family. It's an investment that keeps giving. So, in summary, we're improving your overall health and well being with giving you water that is not just healthy and clean, but producing something that's going to actually hydrate you on a cellular level, reduce plastics, and help the environment, saving you money and time. And remember, not only are you getting that with this product, but this is where you're basically now able to build a freedom based online business that is all yours. And that excites me. So now that you know a little bit about product, I'm going to turn it over to Marissa to talk about the money.
What's up, guys? Thanks so much, Christy. So before we dive into the reason that you're here today, how much money can be made with this business, with this compensation plan, and with these products, I wanted to piggyback off of all of the life-changing information that Christy just shared with us and share a quote with you guys that I came across the other day. So this is what we offer you today. We offer a life-changing health tool, a hydrogen water ionizer. Water will never get old. Why? Because you simply cannot survive without it. Supplements, makeup, all that other stuff will go up and down. It'll get old. You'll have to worry about expirations, auto ships, and all that other stuff. But water simply never gets old. Clean water is the most important resource in this entire world, and you cannot live without it. It's a very big solution to literally everything, and I'm so grateful that I get to work with water. So without further ado, I'm going to dive into the money. Well, first, I'm going to talk about myself a little bit. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Marissa, and basically I followed society norms for my whole life. I went to college, graduated with honors. A couple years after college, still could not find a career in my field. So I was bartending, doing temp work, stuff like that. And then I moved out to California and actually became a police officer. But about a year into that field, I was burnt out. I was crying every single day. I was miserable. And I also had a very hard time separating the job from my personal life. So rather than staying stuck, I decided to do something about it. And I found this business. I was also in about 100K of student loan debt after college. And I never truly knew what my passion was. You know, those people who know exactly what they want to be for the rest of their lives. I was not one of those people. I had absolutely no idea until I found this business. And now I've been doing this for 5 years. I've left the corporate force forever. Obviously, I've retired my husband as well. We've built a multiple 7-figure business all through this company and through the compensation plan I am going to share with you guys. We now make more in a month than we used to in 6. We've traveled the world. We did van life for 2 years, and we have true time, location, and financial freedom. But let's dive into the good stuff. So this is not one of those MLM or pyramid scheme type businesses. This is a true direct sales model where you can make more money and generate more income than the person who referred you to this business. It's technically part of the Direct Selling Association. So what that means, no monthly qualifications, no inventory, no auto ships, no deranking, no licensing, all based on accumulative sales, multiple ways to earn an income, pays you daily, and a true passive income business model. So this next slide has a lot of information on it. So we are going to break it down step by step. So basically with Enagic, the company we're partnered with, there's an 8-point commission structure. As you can see here, 8 pieces of the pie. We have a couple different products. So Christy covered the water ionizers. We also have the shower spa system, which removes all chlorine and runs your shower water through spa minerals, and the turmeric Ukon product, which is a mega anti-inflammatory. If you've never taken turmeric, you don't know what it is, do a quick Google search on the benefits of turmeric. It is one of the most powerful supplements in the world. We actually have a package, it's called the Quad Strategy, that you can come into this business with and start making 3A or triple commission. As you can see here, this is what triple commission looks like. with just one sale, with one quad sale at the rank of 3A coming in, you can make up to $2,000 on that one sale. We're going to back up for a second and we're going to start at the rank of 1A. So starting out at the rank of 1A for your first 2 sales, making 1 point of commission, then 2A for 3 to 10 sales, 3A for 11 to 20 sales, 4A for 21 to 50 sales, 5A for 51 to 100 sales, and then at 101 sales, you are now at the rank of 6A. And we're going to go into this deeper, what the ranks mean and everything like that. But again, if you come in with that quad strategy, we teach you strategies to start making 3 points of commission on your first sale ever, and essentially skipping these ranks of 1A to 2A, going directly to 3 points of commission or over $2,000 per quad that you sell. And as you can see, as you go up to 6A and beyond, you're now at the level where you're making over $6,000 per quad that you sell. With these strategies we teach you as well, with the specific quad strategy, you're able to begin making 6 points of commission, which is right here for you, after just 4 sales. So 4 sales into this business, you could be making over $5,000 per quad that you sell. That is life-changing money. Let's break down the K8, for example, as well. If you were to sell 1 K8, making all 8 points of commission that the company pays out, you're making over $2,800. And we teach you strategies to collect all 8 points of commission very quickly as well. So I just want you to take a second and think about what an extra $2,000 to $5,000 a month could do for you. What would you do with an extra $2,000 or an extra $5,000? Who would you help? What would your life look like? What would you be able to do? What would that freedom really look like? Because it is very, very possible pretty early on within this business and this strategy that we're teaching you guys today. So this is a common objection that we get, so I wanted to touch on it. Is it harder to sell a high ticket product than it is a low ticket product? And honestly, at the end of the day, it all comes down to your belief. Money is an exchange of energy, and your belief goes a very long way. There are many low ticket businesses out there that offer very little training, basically no mentorship, no automation or community, as well as teaching you solely how to market to just your friends and family or your direct market, which can be really difficult because how many people do you actually know? We expend the exact same amount of energy selling a product that costs $100 as we do a product that costs $5,000. So people buy expensive products all the time, right? Think cars, jewelry, designer items, plane tickets. When you make a bigger investment into something, you're more willing to work at it as well to create that success. You can have the same lack of belief of a $100 product as you do of a $5,000 product. And remember, with high ticket products and high ticket marketing and sales, you only need to make a few sales to, have a 5-figure month. So let's actually dive into that next. If your goal is to start making consistent 5-figure months in the online space, which realistically, we all know that with this market and with the economy, if you're not making 5 figures a month, at least, you're probably struggling to get by. So to accomplish this with this business specifically, you would only need to sell 2 packages or 2 quads to have a 5-figure month. So 10K plus. Would you prefer that? Or selling about 200 plus low ticket products or packages, which can obviously be very difficult. And let's not forget the power of indirect sales as well, which we are going to cover now. So again, a very busy slide, so we're going to break it down for you guys. We're going to really touch on direct versus indirect sales now. So when you invest into the quad strategy, starting out with this business, you get your 4 products. You will fill both of your 1A lanes, as you can see here, with your K8s. And your UConn is where we're going to start to stack your sales, which is right here. So let's give you an example of what an indirect sale versus a direct sale would look like. So let's say you make a sale to Kristen right down here. And because you started with the quad strategy, you're going to make 3 points of commission on that first sale ever to Kristen, which is again, because Kristen purchases a quad over $2,000. Now, Kristen goes on to make a sale to Abby. And because Kristen came in with that quad, she's going to start making 3 points of commission on her first sale. But there's still 5 points of the commission structure to be paid out. So breaking that down, She's essentially going to be making 3 points of commission on that sale, and you are also going to be making 3 points of commission on that first sale to her, even though you had absolutely nothing to do with that sale itself. This is an example of an indirect sale or leveraged and passive income all through the automated systems, which you're going to learn about a little bit later on. Now is the part where a lot of people are going to be like, okay, Marissa, I get it. That's awesome. Indirect commission. I'm not working for it, but how is this not one of those pyramid type scheme businesses if you're making commission on indirect sales, which is a great question. And I'm going to break that down and give you guys an example now. So let's say you then go on to make a sale to Sarah right here. And Sarah gets to the rank of 3A. And then she goes on to make a sale to Taylor in her 3A lane. Now, let's say Taylor begins crushing it in this business and she hits the rank of 5A, making 5 points of commission. Taylor then goes on to make a sale. And because Taylor's the rank of 5A and Sarah's 3A, Taylor's going to make 5 points of commission. Sarah's going to make 3 points. And there's none left over for you. So they essentially cut you out because all 8 points of commission have been paid out. So the people at the top of this business structure are not making all the money. And that's exactly what we want. We want you to reach a level in your business that you're doing so well that you're able to make all 8 points of commission. To give you guys an example or a reference, I was making all 8 points of commission within my first year of this business. And in, MLMs and low ticket businesses, you are required to recruit in order to rank up with those companies. You're required to have people on your team, and those people have to be successful in order for you to be successful. But you can focus simply on selling products and make it all the way to 6A and beyond, simply by selling products. You're also able to make way more in this business than the person that introduced you to the business. So it's not that person on top always making the most commission. And we want you, because you're working hard, we want you to collect all of your own commission. That's what you deserve for working hard. Okay, we're moving on. We're going to skip ahead to 6A. So you guys remember learning 1A to 6A. Well, when you hit the rank of 6A, which is 101 sales or 25 quad sales, you're now at the rank of 6A. Not only will you receive a one-time $3,000 bonus for hitting the rank of 6A, but here's where true passive income comes into play as well. You're also going to see, as you can see right here, you're going to start collecting bonuses, rising step up awards, group awards, and educational bonus. Educational bonus is essentially a bonus you collect on anything outside of your 8 points of commission. You make a couple extra $100 because the company essentially wants to thank you for hitting this rank, and helping other people get there as well. And then let's move on to 6A2, which is a really, really exciting rank. So when you hit the rank of 6A2, you're going to receive a one-time $6,000 bonus. But not only are you going to receive the $6,000 bonus, if you own both of these accounts as well, they're going to be hitting 6A, which means $3,000 bonus here and here, which means a total of a $12,000 bonus simply for hitting a rank you were going to hit already, plus all the commission you're already making on the sales that you're doing. And the educational bonuses, group awards, rising step up awards. But once you hit 6A2, you also get to tack on monthly incentives and quarterly incentives. And we're going to keep going. This is probably one of the most exciting ranks within our compensation plan. This is an example of life-changing income and generational wealth. When you hit the rank of 6A2-3, you not only continue to receive all the bonuses that we covered before, but you're going to also get an additional $25,000 one-time bonus and $5,000 a month for the rest of your life, which is willable, which I'm also going to share on this slide. So let's paint a really awesome picture. When I was introduced to this business and I saw this slide for the first time, I knew this is exactly where I needed to be. When I found out you can make $5,000 a month for the rest of your life and will it to a child, this is where true generational wealth comes into play. As you can see here, 6A is that 3K bonus, 6A2-2 is a 12K bonus, 6A2-3 is a $25,000 bonus. That's when you'll start making that legacy income of $5,000 a month for life. 6A2-4 is a $50K bonus with a $10,000 a month for life, all the way up to 6A2-8, which is an $8,000 bonus, I mean, $800,000 bonus and $80,000 a month for the rest of your life. So if you're here and you're not someone who was, born with a silver spoon in mouth and have generational wealth for the rest of your life, this is how you can create it, not only for yourself, but the people coming after you, for your family. So if your goal is to create a legacy for your family, you are truly in the right place. And that is what we are offering to you today. But without further ado, I'm going to pass things over to Sarah, because now you're like, okay, great comp plan, but how do I actually make sales? How do I build this business? And Sarah's going to go into it now.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, how mind blown are you guys after seeing Anagic's incredible compensation plan? Because, okay, so you got to learn about some of the awesome products that we work with from Chrissy. You got to look at the amazing compensation plan and the ways that this business pays you from Marissa. So now you're probably wondering, okay, how do we market in order to earn an income from this business and these products? Well, let me tell you, it is much easier than you think. And if you're thinking, well, I don't personally know anyone who would want one of these water ionizers, that is okay. You don't have to, because what we do is we leverage digital marketing, which is one of the leading and most profitable strategies to market. And we teach you step by step how to advertise to millions of people who are searching for what we have to offer here. So you don't have to figure out how to do this on your own. We've already done that for you. And I'm going to show you all of that here in a second. But before I do, I want to introduce myself real quick here. So my name is Sarah. I am a small town farm girl from Illinois. And prior to getting started with this business, I was actually a tax and audit accountant. So I was stuck at a desk in a cubicle, crunching numbers day in and day out, being left with absolutely no time for my husband, our farm, our animals, and the things that I'm truly passionate about. And I knew that that was not a sustainable long-term career path for the lifestyle I was wanting to live. I needed a better balance between work life and personal life. There's just not enough time in a day for there not to be. So I decided to make a change and dive into this business. And since getting started, I've been able to quit my 9-to-5. I have more than quadrupled my previous income. So although I had a really well-paying job before, this business has been able to provide so much more. I have a better work-life balance now. I'm in control of my time and my schedule, which has been huge and has provided so much freedom. And overall, this has just been a really valuable change for myself and my husband and our now growing family. So I am so excited for you to be here checking out this opportunity for yourself. Okay, so what's important for you to know when it comes to marketing in the online space, which is what makes this a business that you can run remotely from anywhere, is that there are 3.6 billion social media users. Billion. That is a lot of people and a lot of eyes on social media. And a large portion of those people are looking for the opportunity to work remotely and generate an income from their phone. The average American spends 3 to 5 hours a day on their phone already as it is. So why not monetize that time you're already spending on your phone, right? So I want you to think about that. And I want to ask you, would you like to generate an extra income during that time that you're already spending on your phone every day as it is? Digital marketing is projected to reach over $786 billion in revenue by 2026. That is massive. And there is an incredible earning potential in this field, which is why digital marketing is rated in the top 3 highest income earning businesses in 2024. Paid marketing, it allows you to reach people that are ready to buy your high ticket products so you don't have to bother friends and family. And we're actually going to get into more of that here in a minute. But I want to go on to the next slide here. So when it comes to paid marketing, you're able to reach thousands of people without having a huge social media following. Our program teaches you how to place ads in front of a specific audience who is already searching for what we have to offer here. And, I'm sure most of us watching have seen people, product pushing, and with posting on their personal pages to friends and family all the time. And some of you watching might have actually tried something like that if you've done things online in the past. And, that's really common in low ticket, but this is different. And solely relying on friends and family and marketing to them is no way to build a long-term sustainable business online. So while you can do those methods, we actually teach you, how to utilize advertising where your ads are reaching beyond your friends and family and are reaching the billions of people online who are looking to either make an income working remotely or looking to up level their health. So people will be coming to you through your ads and the offers within them, as opposed to you needing to cold message or you needing to reach out to people in order for them to hear about your offer. Ads are a part of the many ways that we automate our businesses here. And that method allows for your business to be operating and generating an income for you 24/7. So I'm talking while you eat, while you sleep, while you're driving, while you're working out, you name it, this business is continuously running because it is automated. Now, you might be wondering how to do all this marketing and set up all this automation that I'm talking about, which I'm going to dive into here next. So I want to take you I want to show you a preview and a peek at our platform here. Our training platform provides everything that you need to be successful with this business, even if you don't have any prior experience working online. We have click-by-click trainings that you can take at your own pace, where everything within the training is broken down for you and is easy to follow along with. You get access to our pre-built sales funnels created by experts in the industry. So all the super techie stuff, it is done for you. It's ready for you to just plug into and use. And that's huge because let me tell you from experience, it is insane the amount of money and time that it takes in building and creating the back end stuff like sales funnels and websites and affiliate links and webinars and all that stuff. And if you're anything like me and you don't know what any of that stuff is or what it means, it's no biggie because all of that is already done and created within our platform so that you don't have to worry about it. Our platform is only $99 a month that you'll pair with our core affiliation, which Kristen will be going over more here in a minute. But that platform is going to provide you all the training and support, which makes it super simple to start, grow, and succeed in becoming an experienced affiliate marketer in no time, as well as providing you all the automations, tools, and resources that you need to make it easier and faster. And this is just a little side note for you here, but this investment is something you'll be able to write off, which is a nice little added on bonus. And you can also opt out and cancel your subscription at any time. And what you get here is the most important. What you get here with our program, it is so, so valuable. And it is such an incredible component that you get to tie into your affiliate marketing business. Okay, now I want to show you some more things that you get with our platform. You get access to our incredible community where you'll be provided guidance and support from industry leaders with every question you have. And when I say industry leaders, I'm talking multiple 6- and 7-figure business owners who have been in your shoes, who have started at day one, just like you are, and know exactly how to get you to where they are now. You want to learn from those who have what you want, right? Like the experience and the expertise that you get to leverage with our platform and community, that is so important. And some more things here for you. So we have an exclusive Facebook group and Telegram chat where you get an extra layer of support within your business. So you have a place to go get physical help and assistance with your business. You hear this all the time where people get started with businesses and have no one to lean on, for questions and support and help. But that is absolutely not the case here. You are not in this alone, and having this hands-on support is an incredible added on resource that people literally pay thousands of dollars for in other platforms to get. And you get that bundled in with our platform at no additional cost. So overall, our platform, community, and support, we make it super simple for you to start, grow, and succeed in becoming an experienced affiliate marketer. I am going to pass the mic off now to Abby, who is going to cover the mindset shifts that need to happen as you step into becoming an entrepreneur with this business versus being an employee.
Awesome. Hello. Okay, so I know you're super excited. You've learned all about the products, the compensation plan, the training platform that we offer. So really, let's talk about the difference between what it means to be an entrepreneur versus an employee. But before we do that, hi, I'm Abby. Prior to this business, I worked in the corporate world for 16 years as a corporate sales manager. And at my 16-year mark, I kind of like had this burnout aha moment of like, do I really want to do this for another 30 years? I was working 50 to 60 hours every single week for a fixed salary and maybe 3% raise at the end of the year. And I got to a point where I was like, I felt like I kind of had sold myself out a little bit. I thought the corporate ladder was kind of my ultimate dream. And after succeeding in like all of the things that I wanted to do, I realized it wasn't bringing me happiness. I didn't have a life. And I was like, there's got to be a better way to live. Fast forward 7 years, what does life look like now? Well, I left the corporate world behind. My typical day usually only involves about 3 to 4 hours of actual work in my business. And for the last 2 years, I have been living my dream of digital nomading all over the world. And that is actually my passion, is travel. So to have a business that allows me to work anywhere in the world is absolutely amazing. And probably the most special part is I have kind of rediscovered my purpose, gotten back to who I am, and feel like I truly have a passion in my life again. And that is priceless in my opinion. But let's talk a little bit about what it means to be an employee and then what it means to be an entrepreneur. So as an employee, you're working for a fixed wage, either hourly or salary, under a boss who realistically has control over your time, finances, and can really kind of control your behavior in some ways. They tell you what you can wear, what you can do, all of those things. You're maybe given 2 to 3 weeks of PTO a year that has to be approved by your boss. You probably spend a lot of time commuting back and forth to work and working really hard for a very small promotion or raise every single year. So essentially, you are trading your time for money as an employee. So what does it mean to be an entrepreneur? Well, an entrepreneur is an individual who starts and operates their own business and has control over every part of their day. You decide when you want to work, where you want to work, how much you want to work, and when you want to go on vacation. If you need more money coming in, you can scale and you can control how much money you are creating in your business. And you can put systems in place to make money work for you so you don't have to do that physically with your time. You typically, this basically means you have full control over your time, money, and where you work, your location. So let's dive a little bit deeper into that. So if you've ever read the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, this cash flow quadrant probably looks familiar to you, but there are 4 ways that you can produce income. We're going to start at the top with employee. 95% of people fall into this quadrant. So this is where you really don't have a lot of leverage. As I talked about in the last slide, somebody basically controls every aspect of your life when you're trading your time for money. You only have 24 hours in a day. So even if you worked every single hour of the day, you're still going to hit a cap of how much money you can create for yourself. So you will not see people working in this quadrant, a 9-to-5 job, typically creating a significant amount of wealth for themselves. They are going to be stuck in a very fixed amount of money that you can make. The next quadrant is self-employed. So this is where someone has their own product or service that they are offering at their own rate that they get to set for themselves, but they're still creating they're still trading their time for money because they physically have to be the ones delivering the service or creating the product. So while you might have a little bit more leverage in how much money you can make because you set the rates, you're still trading time for money. So you're going to hit a ceiling with how much you can bring in as a self-employed individual. Let's go to business owner. This is someone that actually owns a business and has either employees working for them or systems in place that are bringing the money in. So your time as a business owner is freed up to do other things, whether it's doing something that you're passionate about or creating another income stream somewhere else because this is already running for you. The last quadrant is investor. This is where money works for you. You have the leverage because you're investing money to make money for you. This is stocks, this is crypto, this is NFTs. And this is really when you start a business that has a system in place that creates passive income. This is a kind of investor as well. So our business kind of falls between business owner and investor as our entrepreneurship online because you're creating passive income streams and you have automation in place that runs in the background for you, bringing that money in. So you are not trading your time for money. You are investing your money to create more money. So most people, 95% of people start as employees and are in that employee bracket. All of us on this call started as an employee, but we said, this isn't where we want to be. We know that we want well more for ourselves than what a employee 9-to-5 job is going to offer. So we looked for ways how to move ourselves from the employee quadrant to the business investor quadrants. And that's exactly what this business model does for you, is it moves you from the E to the B and I, where only 5% of people actually reside if you like look at the statistics, and that's where 95% of the wealth is. So if you're sitting in E, don't worry. There's a reason you're on this call. We're going to move you over to the B and the I. All right. So I'm sure you have some questions and might be thinking, this really sounds great, but how do I know it's real and is it too good to be true? First and foremost, we wouldn't put our faces on something that wasn't real. Between the 5 of us, we have 3 to 7 years experience in this business. And so we are telling you from our personal experience, this is real, this is legit, it works. It's not a get rich quick scheme. You do have to actually put work in to make it work for you. If you come into this business with the mindset that you are going to give it all that you have for the next 3 to 5 years, you are going to be so much further along in this business than you would be in any 9-to-5 job. So if you come into this with the mindset of, this is for me, there's no other option, I am going to make this my next career, or even like my next, income stream. Maybe you love your 9-to-5, but you want more income. I'm going to make this work for me, then you will. It's not too good to be true, but you do have to work for it. How long will it take to achieve success? I mean, this varies from every single person and every single individual. You will get back what you put into it. So most people do start this while they're working a 9-to-5 job. So if you have 1 to 2 hours of your day that maybe you're spending scrolling or watching Netflix or Hulu, then maybe you're taking that 1 to 2 hours and investing that time into growing your business. And if you're doing that consistently over time, you are going to achieve success. It's not a matter of if you're going to succeed, it's just a matter of when. If you are showing up and putting in the work in this business, you will see success. Every single one of us here has had a different journey, but we have all achieved success in this business. Do I need to invest money to start? Yes. Like we talked about in the cash flow quadrant, in order to make money work for you, you have to invest money to make money. And if you aren't trading your time, if you are trading your time for money, you are not making money work for you. You're only making your time work for you. So as a business owner investor, you are going to use your money to make money, but that's why it's an investment. And if you are sitting here and you don't have at least a couple $1,000s sitting in your savings account right now, then that's exactly why you need to start something like this. I read kind of a shocking article the other day that said only 1 in 4 Americans right now have enough in their savings to cover an unexpected expense of $400. That is bonkers to me. Like, I don't understand. That's got to be such a fearful way to live, because like you're not setting anything aside for your future. So think about where you want to be and why you're on this call, and what price tag would you put on the life that you actually want to live? What would it take for you to say, I am willing to invest my time and money in order to get to this life? And if you're not there yet, that's okay. But just get into the mindset that in order to make money, you have to invest money. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Kristen to close us out and talk to you about the investment side of this.
Hey everyone, I am back and I cannot wait to dive into your different strategies and options to actually dive into this business. We learned about the amazing product. We learned about the patented compensation plan. We learned about what it takes to get you to the goals that you want to be at and the income level that you want to be at as well. And so I just want to share this quote really quickly. We actually looked this up. So most of today's millionaires weren't born into their wealth. Research shows. A study from Fidelity Investments found that actually 88% of millionaires are self-made millionaires. That is amazing news for every single one of us. You don't have to be born into your wealth or be handed that to you. You can do it yourself and be that next self-made millionaire. And that's why we are here with you on the call to show you how you can do exactly that. So let's dive into the different strategies for you to do so. The most powerful package, the most popular way that people actually dive into this business and get started is what is called the quad, which Marissa touched on a little bit earlier. I'm going to go over with you the investments and your return on those investments as well. So with your investments here, I will say that this does not include your tax and shipping. That just varies from state to state, from your location, from country, and where you're at. But the investment for the quad is going to be $16,720. When you're looking at that number, also look at this next fact that I'm about to throw at you. When you invest into the quad package, you automatically receive back a kickback commission of $930 USD dollars. And so your first 3 to 4 months of payments into your investment in this business are taken care of for you by that kickback commission. You're receiving a check in your name. You get to pay off your 3 to 4 first months of business while you build and grow this business for yourself, and you can start earning income and pay that off quicker. And so what is actually included in the quad is, Marissa went over this earlier, but it is the Anespa. That's your in-home shower spa system. You get 2 of our amazing K8s, which is our flagship water ionizer. And then you get our Ucon Sigma, which is our wild turmeric supplements, tea, and our soap. So when you start with the quad, you are immediately earning 3 points of commission on your very first sale. So what's that mean? What's 3 points? 3 points, if we think back to the compensation plan, is $3,030. On your very first sale in this business, you're receiving back $3,030 on top of that $930 that you already received from starting your business. So you're $4,000 in money received in your name. And a fun little fact is that after 4 sales with a quad package, you actually have paid off your investment. So after 4 sales, you've paid off your investment into the quad, and then every other sale over that is profit in your pocket. And then the next most popular way, the next most popular strategy to dive into this business is called the trifecta. And that is with 3 of our products. So your investment into the trifecta package is going to be $11,240. Now, similarly to the quad, you are going to receive a kickback commission. This kickback commission is going to be $465 USD. So again, that is going to cover your first 3 to 4 months of payments, depending on what strategy you get started with in this business, while you can grow and build your clientele and make your sales to earn income yourself. And with the trifecta, you get the Anespa, the K8, and the Ucon Sigma. You will immediately start earning your 2 points of commissions on your first sale. And so that equals $1,320 on your very first sale when you get started with the trifecta. The next option here is the 2-product strategy, and that is the K8 and the Ucon. The investment is going to be $8,060, and you will automatically receive a kickback commission of $115. You will get the 2 items, the K8 and the Ucon, and you will start earning 2 points of commission. And for your first sale, you will receive $930. Now let's go to the last strategy here, which is the ionizer, the K8. So if you invest and you start your business, you get your affiliate ID number with a K8, you are investing $5,480. You do not receive a kickback commission on this strategy because you do not have an item placing into your ID number. So you don't get a kickback commission, but you get the K8, the amazing ionizer, and you will immediately start receiving 1 point of commission on your very first sale, which is equivalent to $350. Now that we know these different packages to get started, I do want to put them side by side so you can see the different investment options, but more importantly, you can actually see your ROI, your return on investment into these options. So your package investments and your ROI with each of them. Fun little fact is that your investment into these products are a tax write-off. How cool is that? And whoever invited you to this video, you guys are going to break down more what's the best strategy for you to get started with what circumstance you are in currently, but there are a ton of different options. So if you have the will and the drive to get started, there's going to be a way for you to get started. So different options include 0% interest credit cards, personal loans. A lot of people do 401k loans. And again, dependent on your credit score, you can get started from anywhere from $50 to $350 per month. And again, dependent on what package you invest with and start your business with, those first 3 to 4 months of payments are going to be covered completely for you. So let's look at the strategies here. We have the quad. Your investment into that, again, is $16,720. Now, your return on investment in 10 sales is going to be $38,380. So yes, you invested $16,720, but in just 4 sales, like I mentioned before, that's already paid off. And then another 6 sales, you are already over half of that in profit. So kind of think about that when you're thinking about the investment versus what you're actually going to earn from your investment. And then we have the trifecta, which is the 3 products, and your investment into that is $11,240. Your return on investment is $18,480. So this is where you really see the difference, your investment level, but also where you can monetize and how fast you want to grow to higher levels of incomes is really where you're going to decide what strategy and what package you want to get started with. The third option here is the K8M Ukon package, and that investment is $8,060. Your return on that investment in 10 sales is $13,020. And then the K8, the 1 product strategy, your investment is $5,480. Your return on that investment is $6,300. This is where you can really see the whole picture. You look at the K8 down here, and then I want you to look over here at the quad. So picture these 2. Yes, with the quad strategy, you're investing a little over $10,000 more into your business. However, look at the return on that investment in the same amount of energy that you're expending per each sale. So if you get started with a K8, you're still in the green. You're still making profit. I would say that's a win. That's an amazing income to earn after just 10 sales with the K8 strategy. You are earning about a little under $1,000 extra dollars that you're in the green and in the income. Your investment's paid off, and now you can do whatever you want with that extra money. And then if you get started with a quad, in those same exact sales, you are earning almost, or a little over actually, $22,000 just because you got started with a quad. Investment is more, but in the same 10 sales, you are earning $22,000 more than what you were earning with the K8. And that is really where the whole picture gets placed in your brain. And you can actually decide what strategy aligns with me. How do I want to start? How fast do I want to hit the income levels that I'm here to hit, and the change that I want to make in my life and your family's lives and your community, and even much broader of a scale than that too. So decide what kind of looks the best. Take a screenshot of this if you need. And with all of that being said, I don't want you to forget why you were drawn to this opportunity in the first place. There's a reason. If something excites you about what you learned today and you feel that you could change your life, just like I have, just like all 5 of us on this presentation have, and thousands of others, here are your options. It's really time to turn your reality into the dream that you want to be living. So option 1, hop off this call. Let the inspiration just wear off, do nothing, and keep living the life that you have as is. You might be comfortable. You might be complacent. You might not be comfortable. You might not be complacent. You might be really itching for a change, but you can just sit back and do nothing and just learn this information and be like, that's nice. And then just keep living the life that you already know isn't the life you want to be living forever. Or you could do option number 2, which is take action and book your one-on-one call with whoever invited you to this video. Decide which strategy aligns with your goals and reach out to the person who invited you here. Then you will be able to affiliate with the product packages that align with you, and you'll gain access to our 30-day business blueprint launch trainings. And I just want to say thank you so much for spending this hour with us. Thanks for being here. Reach out to who sent you this video. And again, take action. Schedule your call with that person in the next 12 to 24 hours. And they're going to walk you through the best game plan to get you started into this business and make you the next self-made millionaire. See you on the inside.